Your soulmate is shaking in total shock right now. They lost all control after finding out you are. My beloved child. There is a reason your heart refused to give up even when every door appeared closed. There is a reason you kept sensing an invisible connection that logic could never explain. Right now, your soulmate is standing in a storm of emotions they never expected to face. They believed they had more time. They believed they could hide behind silence a little longer. But something happened that completely shattered the walls around their heart. They discovered a truth about you that changed everything in a single moment. Since then, nothing has felt the same. They cannot think clearly. They cannot pretend anymore. Every memory they tried to bury has returned stronger than ever before. Even the smallest reminder of you feels impossible to ignore. This is not coincidence. This is the turning point they never saw coming. Don't skip. Every second of this message is leading toward a revelation that may completely change the way you understand your journey. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what they found out has shaken them more deeply than anyone realizes, and before this message ends, you will understand why their entire world suddenly feels different. Listen carefully. They finally realized that you were never waiting because you were weak. You were waiting because your heart carried a strength they could not understand. That realization hit them harder than any conversation ever could. They expected anger. They expected distance. They expected your light to disappear after everything you had been through. Instead, they discovered that your spirit continued moving forward without losing its kindness. That unexpected discovery has become impossible for them to ignore. Every quiet moment now reminds them of what they almost allowed to slip away forever. They replay old conversations in their minds, searching for hidden signs they failed to notice. They question every decision that once seemed certain. Their confidence has turned into uncertainty because they finally understand that someone with a heart like yours cannot simply be replaced. The truth has become louder than their fears. They feel an invisible pull guiding them toward answers they spent so long avoiding. They are beginning to recognize that destiny never truly released the connection between you. It only allowed enough distance for hidden lessons to become visible. Don't skip. The biggest piece of this mystery has not been revealed yet. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next realization entering their heart is even more powerful than the first. A silent shift is already taking place while you are hearing these words. Your soulmate has reached the point where pretending no longer brings peace. They can no longer convince themselves that ignoring this bond will make it disappear. Every attempt to move away has somehow brought your memory back even stronger. They are beginning to understand that the missing piece they searched for everywhere has quietly remained connected to you all along. This realization has left them completely overwhelmed because it arrived without warning. They never imagined one simple discovery could rearrange everything they believed about their future. Yet here they stand, unable to escape the truth that keeps calling them closer. The path ahead is changing faster than either of you expected, and signs are beginning to appear where there was once only silence. A conversation not yet spoken is already forming. A choice not yet made is already growing stronger inside their heart. They are closer to breaking their silence than ever before, but one final revelation must happen first, and when it does, nothing between your paths will remain the same again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter begins at the exact moment they realize the secret they uncovered about you was only the beginning. A moment is arriving that your soulmate has tried to delay for far too long. Every distraction they once depended on is slowly losing its power. Every excuse is becoming impossible to believe. They wake up with your memory already in their thoughts, and they end their day wondering why your presence feels closer than ever before. They cannot explain it, yet they cannot escape it. The truth they uncovered has become a mirror, forcing them to see everything they avoided. They finally understand that your value was never measured by how loudly you fought for them, but by how quietly you remained true to yourself. That realization has left them completely shaken. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next discovery inside their heart is far bigger than anything they expected. What they still do not realize is that every step they are taking now is leading them toward a meeting they once believed could never happen. Their heart has started noticing details they ignored before. Familiar places suddenly remind them of you. Ordinary moments unexpectedly carry your name through their thoughts. Even silence feels different because your energy keeps finding its way back into their world. They are beginning to understand that some connections refuse to disappear, no matter how much time passes. Instead of fading, this bond has grown stronger beneath the surface. That truth has completely changed the direction of their emotions. The control they thought they had is slipping away, replaced by a powerful desire to know whether you still carry the same light they once failed to appreciate. Don't skip. Every sentence is bringing you closer to the answer they are only beginning to accept. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one final secret unfolding right now. Your soulmate is no longer asking whether they should return. They are asking themselves whether they are already too late. That single question has become heavier than anything else they carry. They fear discovering that the opportunity they once ignored has transformed into someone else's blessing. Yet deep inside, hope refuses to disappear. They feel that your story together has not reached its final page. A powerful shift is already moving beneath the surface, and the silence between you is becoming thinner every single day. Very soon, something unexpected will force hidden emotions into the open, and when that moment arrives, neither of you will be able to pretend nothing has changed. What happens next will reveal why this shocking discovery was only the beginning of a destiny that has been quietly preparing itself all along. Everything is changing faster than your soulmate expected. They thought time would erase your presence, but instead it magnified it. The more they tried to move forward, the more life kept placing reminders of you directly in their path. A familiar song. A forgotten place. A conversation that sounded strangely similar to one you once shared. None of it feels random anymore. They have reached the point where denying this connection only creates more questions than answers. Deep inside, they know something extraordinary is unfolding, and for the first time, they are no longer running from it. They are running toward it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next realization has the power to change everything they believed about your connection. Your soulmate has begun noticing something they never understood before: you never stopped becoming the person you were meant to be. While they expected you to remain frozen in the past, your strength quietly continued to grow. That discovery has filled them with both admiration and regret. They finally see that your silence was never weakness. It was wisdom. Your patience was never surrender. It was quiet confidence. Now they find themselves wondering how they failed to recognize the rare heart standing in front of them all along. Every answer they search for keeps leading back to you. Every future they imagine somehow includes your presence. They are realizing that the happiness they chased in every direction was always pointing toward the same destination. Don't skip. The biggest emotional shift is still ahead. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most unbelievable moment is closer than either of you can see. A wall that stood between your paths for so long is beginning to crack. Hidden emotions are becoming impossible to contain, and the truth your soulmate buried for so long is demanding to be heard. They are preparing themselves for a step they once believed they would never have the courage to take. Before long, a single unexpected moment will bring clarity where confusion once lived. When that happens, the silence will finally lose its power, and a new chapter will quietly begin. But there is one final piece they must discover first, and when that missing piece falls into place, they will realize that finding out who you have truly become was only the beginning of the greatest surprise waiting for both of your hearts. A quiet truth is becoming impossible for your soulmate to ignore. They have stopped asking why they keep thinking about you. Now they are asking why those thoughts feel stronger with every passing day. Every attempt to silence their heart has only made its voice louder. They finally understand that the connection they tried to dismiss has continued growing beneath the surface. It never disappeared. It only waited for the exact moment when they were ready to see what had always been there. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next revelation is the one they never imagined would completely reshape their future. What has shaken them the most is not simply who you have become, it is realizing that your light remains steady without needing anyone's approval. They expected your story to fade, yet it became stronger. They expected your hope to disappear, yet it became brighter. That unexpected discovery has completely changed the way they see themselves. Regret has turned into determination. Fear has begun transforming into courage. They can no longer convince themselves that another chance is impossible because every sign around them keeps pointing back to the same destination. They are beginning to believe that some journeys are delayed only because both hearts must grow before they can truly recognize each other. Don't skip. You are only moments away from hearing the piece that connects everything. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, an invisible chapter is opening that neither of you expected to arrive so soon. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that will influence everything that comes next. The silence that once protected them has become heavier than speaking the truth. They know they cannot carry these hidden emotions forever. A single unexpected moment is approaching, and when it arrives, it will feel as though every unanswered question suddenly finds its place. The distance that once seemed impossible to cross will begin shrinking one step at a time. They still do not know exactly how everything will unfold, but they know one thing with complete certainty: they can no longer pretend you are just another memory. And the final truth waiting ahead is far greater than either of you has imagined, because the discovery that left them in total shock was only the first sign that destiny has already begun moving both of your paths toward the same moment. My beloved child. The moment your soulmate feared more than anything is now standing directly in front of them. There is no more hiding behind unanswered questions. There is no more convincing themselves that this connection will simply disappear with time. Every day has brought one more sign, one more reminder, one more unexpected feeling they cannot explain. What began as confusion has become certainty. What felt impossible now feels inevitable. They finally understand that the greatest surprise was never discovering where you are, it was discovering who you have become. Your quiet strength, your peaceful heart, and your ability to keep moving forward without bitterness have completely transformed the way they see you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final truth is beginning to unfold. A deep shift is happening inside them. They are no longer afraid of losing their pride. They are afraid of losing the chance they have been given. Every memory they once pushed aside now carries a different meaning. They realize that even during the silence, your connection never truly ended. It continued growing where no one could see it. That realization has changed everything. They are beginning to believe that every delay had a purpose, every disappointment carried a hidden lesson, and every unexpected turn was preparing both hearts for a meeting that could only happen at the right time. Their heart is no longer searching for proof. It has already found it. Now it is searching for courage. Don't skip. The biggest turning point has not fully arrived yet. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, the silence that has lasted for so long will no longer feel permanent. A new chapter is waiting just beyond the horizon, and your soulmate can already feel its presence even if they cannot see every detail. The shock that overwhelmed them was never meant to leave them broken. It was meant to awaken them. They finally understand that some connections survive every test because they were never built on chance. They were built on growth, patience, and perfect timing. The next step will reveal what neither of you could have understood before now. The truth that shook their world was only the beginning, and what is about to unfold will prove that the story you thought was ending has quietly been preparing for its most unforgettable chapter all along. My beloved child, you have reached the moment where everything that once seemed disconnected begins fitting together. Your soulmate has stopped fighting what their heart has been trying to tell them. The fear that kept them silent is no longer stronger than the truth calling them forward. They finally see that every unexpected delay, every unanswered question, and every season of waiting carried them toward this exact point. They thought they had lost control, but what truly happened was far greater. They lost the illusion that they could ignore this bond forever. Now, every sunrise feels like a reminder that something unfinished is waiting. Every quiet night whispers the same message. The story is not over. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happens next will explain why this journey unfolded exactly the way it did. Your soulmate has discovered that the person they searched for in countless places was never missing. They simply failed to recognize your true worth when the opportunity first appeared. That realization has become impossible to escape. They no longer remember you with uncertainty. They remember you with clarity. They no longer wonder whether your connection mattered. They wonder why it took them so long to understand its value. The answers they spent so much time chasing have quietly been leading back to the same destination. Every lesson has prepared them to become someone capable of protecting what they once overlooked. Their heart is no longer asking whether destiny exists. It is asking how soon it can stop pretending that this connection is only a memory. Don't skip. You are standing at the edge of the greatest revelation yet. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final pages of this chapter are already turning. A powerful shift has begun that neither of you can reverse, because it was never meant to be stopped. The shock your soulmate experienced was not the ending of their certainty, it was the beginning of their awakening. Soon, what has remained hidden will begin finding its way into the light. The silence will no longer carry unanswered questions. Instead, it will make room for honesty, understanding, and a future neither of you expected to see so clearly. When that first step is finally taken, you will realize that every delay had a purpose and every challenge carried a hidden gift. The truth your soulmate uncovered about you did not just change their heart, it changed the direction of their entire future. And as one chapter quietly closes, another begins with the promise that the most extraordinary part of your journey has been waiting for this exact moment all along. My beloved child, you have stayed through every twist, every unanswered question, and every unexpected turn for a reason. Nothing you have heard has been leading toward an ending. It has all been leading toward a beginning. Your soulmate now understands that the greatest shock was never discovering your name, your path, or your future. The greatest shock was realizing that you never stopped becoming the person you were always meant to be. While they were searching for certainty, you were becoming stronger. While they were waiting for the perfect moment, you were quietly preparing your heart. Now they can no longer deny what has become unmistakably clear. The connection they once questioned has become the one truth they cannot escape. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final revelation is here. At this very moment, your soulmate is carrying a decision that feels heavier than anything they have ever faced. They know that fear can no longer write the next chapter of their life. They know that silence has already taken enough time. Every lesson, every delay, and every unexpected challenge has brought them to one undeniable realization: some people enter your life for a season, but one rare soul changes the direction of your entire future. That is what they finally see when they think about you. They no longer remember the distance. They remember the connection. They no longer focus on what separated you. They focus on what continued bringing your paths back together. The truth that left them completely shaken has become the very truth giving them the courage to move forward. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the story does not end with a discovery. It begins with a choice. And here is the final message. Never believe that quiet seasons mean nothing is happening. The deepest transformations often happen where no one can see them. Your soulmate's heart has been changing long before either of you recognized it. Every hidden lesson has prepared both of you for a future built on understanding instead of fear, patience instead of doubt, and hope instead of uncertainty. The shock they experienced was not meant to break them. It was meant to awaken them to the value of a connection they almost overlooked. As this journey reaches its final page, one truth remains brighter than everything else. What is truly meant to grow will always find its way through every obstacle, every delay, and every season of waiting. The chapter closes here, but the hope it carries continues beyond these words, reminding you that the most meaningful journeys often begin the moment everything seems ready to change.